What is going on, guys? Johnny on the track back here with another video. And it's been a long break for F1, but they are finally back this weekend in Belgium for the Belgian Grand Prix. Should be a good one. I'm pretty excited for this race, especially since we haven't seen Formula One for over 3 weeks now. So should be good to get this race back. And I think since we've been on a long break, that's going to play into to some of my betting. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So I'm going to start with my winning bets. Obviously, I found on my book Max Verstappen at plus money, plus 120. I was able to lock that in. Also, I apologize for this video being a little late. Lot to do, a lot of NASCAR stuff, obviously. So, I think a day later than we usually put these out. Usually put these out on Wednesdays. This is coming out on Thursday. So apologies there. But so yeah, Max Verstappen. What do I always say? If you can find Verstappen at plus money, you've got to take it. So I took it plus 120. I think it's a great bet. If you can still find him at plus money, I would get it. Even if the odds might shift based on qualifying, I would take it there too. I do think now on my book, it's down to like minus 110, minus 120. So definitely take a look at it. But I actually think there's added motivation here for Max Verstappen, as he won last year, but the race was never completed. They ran a couple laps under caution for rain, and then it was kind of rained out. So they awarded half points to the top 10 finishers. And pretty crazy. George Russell had a podium there, finished second with an amazing qualifying run. So, but what I'm saying here is Max Verstappen, there's a little added motivation because he's never actually won a full race here. He's only got that win from last year. So I think he wants to get it done the right way. And I think he's going to do that this Sunday. So Max Verstappen plus 120 to win. Another bet that I also really like, it's a winner's bet. You can find this on DraftKings. I believe it's still right around plus 250, which is what I got it at. So Mercedes to win plus 250. So I've said on this program multiple times that I do think George Russell and Lewis Hamilton will both score a win by the end of the season. Do I think it's going to be here? I don't know, but I do think coming off a long break, there's a good shot that Mercedes could catch a team like Red Bull, a team like Ferrari sleeping, catch them off guard. I do think maybe the drivers will be a little rusty, and a guy like Hamilton, who has so many wins in his career, all that experience, I think that bodes well for him. I think he'll be locked in. So I just think this is a pretty good overall plus 250. I think that's a really good bet to take a look at. Mercedes to win. We'll see what happens. But like I said, who knows? Just great chance to catch the other team sleeping if you're Mercedes. So podium bets, not going with the Lewis Hamilton podium. We're on a little bit of a streak there, but it's not plus money anymore. So for me right now, there's no reason to take it. Maybe it shifts after qualifying with a bad qualifying result by Lewis, but not plus money. So I wouldn't suggest taking it. I would suggest though a George Russell podium at plus 145. Finished second here last year with that amazing qualifying run. One of the best laps you'll ever see in a Williams car. George Russell delivered, finished second, was just really one of the biggest storylines of all of last year. And I think one of the reasons that he was able to earn this Mercedes ride, I mean, he did have some great, consistent finishes, but it was that run last year at Belgium that kind of, I think, opened the door for this opportunity. So Russell plus 145 podium. I think that's a really good bet. Got one top 6 and one top 10. Sebastian Vettel, top 6 plus 900, finished 5th here last year. As a full-time driver in F1, he's only finished outside the top 6 here twice. He's got only one top 6 this year. But if you look at consistency over the years, If you look at Seb, he's been really, really good at this track over the years. Like I said, only 2 times finishing outside the top 6. And yeah, so I think it's a good bet, especially at plus 900. I mean, $10 to win 90. That's great value there. And then the final bet, Daniel Ricardo, top 10 plus 100. So I think there's added motivation here. The news came out, I believe, on Monday that Daniel Ricardo has lost his ride with McLaren for 2023. I don't know the options. It seems like there's a good amount of options, but a lot is still up in the air, especially with younger drivers looking for better spots in F1. Maybe it's a trip to IndyCar. Maybe it's a trip to NASCAR for Daniel Ricciardo. But I think there's added motivation here. I think a good, solid run can show other teams that Daniel is still a factor. And yeah, I'm excited to see off a break with this news, coming out, what Danny Rick can do. But he's a guy. I mean, you do not want to bet against a guy like Danny Rick. And like I said, the added motivation factor, I think he'll be on a mission this Sunday. So not a ton of bets, but I think enough where we can have some good runs. Hopefully we can get that for Verstappen win. Maybe it's a Mercedes win. But Verstappen win coupled with a podium and a top 6 and a top 10. If those things hit, I think we're going to have a great afternoon on Sunday. So thank you everybody for watching. I do want to mention, I am probably going to start posting my F1 bets on Action Network. Johnny on the Track on Action Network. You just search that in the app and you'll be able to find me. I think I'm going to start posting those. They don't have like a typical Formula One menu or whatever, like the typical way to place the odds and put your bet in. But I think you can put in manual bets. So I'll probably start doing that with some of my Formula One bets. So give me a follow, Action Network, Johnny on the Track. Please like this video, subscribe for more content. Thanks for watching.